Hello everyone, and welcome to my Lie and Our American Tea Show official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, October 21, show that Traci Abbott will have lots of questions after Diane Jenkins Abbott offers her some alarming updates. Diane and Jack Abbott just had the worst fight known to Y and R supporters at the sports club. It will cause Diane to confess some shocking revelation that sends Traci spiraling. Diane will admit that Jack asked her to leave tonight, hence Traci will not know how quickly their marriage broke down. Jack and Diane appeared content not too long ago, hence Traci will question whether she could contribute in any way. Diane may act like there's no hope and believe her marriage is over, but are things truly as bad as they seem? Since Victor Newman has been so public about his desire to watch Jack and Diane's marriage crumble, we wouldn't be surprised if they teamed up to mislead him with a phony divorce. Another thing to consider here is Kyle Abbott might be being misled by the deception as well. Claire Newman offered the notion of aiding Jack, thus she might even be part of the deception. Naturally, Kyle currently resides at the Abbott estate with Harrison Abbott, since he has not yet committed to a new residence. Diane cannot continue to live under the same roof if Jack and she are truly acting as though they are destroying marriage. Stated differently, Diane would have to move out to make sense. Kyle's emotions may be influenced once again as he watches Diane tearfully pack her luggage and leave her key. That stated, Victor might have actually pushed Jack and Diane toward divorce. Nothing can be ruled out at this point, so we'll bring you more predictions on what Diane and Jack's future holds. Regardless, Kyle appears like he's starting to have some regrets about how hard he's pushed Jack and Diane. Is this the beginning of Kyle altering his ways and perhaps trying to put his parents back together? The Young and the Restless spoilers predict Kyle will undergo some soul-searching in the coming episodes, so stay tuned. The Young and the Restless spoilers state that Daniel Romalotti Jr. is dealing with more turmoil than he can handle right now, but his portrayer is embracing the chance at some meaty material. In a new interview with SOD, Michael Graziadei opened up about Daniel's current plot and the struggle of bringing it to life. Although Graziadei acknowledged to some concern about some moments, especially since they typically only get one take, he clearly finds the work fulfilling. Graziadei responded gratitude for this writing and that he was having fun despite Daniel's anguish. As for Sharon Newman, certain doubts have developed concerning her apartment visit the evening Heather Stevens was last seen alive. Sharon stated Heather informed her about having a large disagreement with Daniel, so that's raised some red flags. Even still, Michael Graziadei doesn't think Daniel is letting himself accept the thought that Sharon could be culpable for what happened to Heather. I think that he is still constantly giving her the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't want to think that it could be her, no matter what the circumstances may be, Graziadei insisted. That could change as this tale rolls along, but Graziadei isn't thinking that far forward at the moment. Graziadei stated he's just playing what he's given and waiting to see what direction all this goes in. Since soaps are known for switching things up, Graziadei recognized that it's tough to make predictions about what might happen way down the line. I honestly am taking it one episode at a time and seeing kind of where the trajectory is going, because I'm saying right now, Daniel will never forgive the person that is responsible for this in a million years, and 6 months from now, I could be married to that person. Graziadei stated. Of course, it's going to be challenging for Daniel to forgive Sharon anytime soon, let alone marry her. Graziadei was seemingly only joking, but it's interesting to think about what Daniel and Sharon's difficult relationship will look like moving ahead. That's especially true if Sharon isn't the only guilty party. There's no denying that Sharon is too responsible for the corpse disposal and Daniel's frame-up, but things may become nasty if someone else caused Heather's awful destiny. Between Sharon's blackout and mental concerns, there's some wiggle room that could lead to Y&R clearing her slightly. In fact, it's intriguing that Graziadei chose to name the person responsible instead of precisely pinpointing Sharon. That might be a signal regarding an actual culprit exposed that'll ultimately startle the public. The Young and the Restless spoilers claim Daniel has another round of horrible news coming up, so we'll send along updates on all the chaos. The Young and the Restless spoilers claim that Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins Abbott may have concluded there's only one way to have the upper hand over Victor Newman. Since Victor has been boasting about the inevitable breakdown of Diane and Jack's marriage, perhaps Diane and Jack have decided to put on a show for him. By letting Victor think he's won, it could lull him into a false sense of security and give his opponents an advantage. Of course, Kyle Abbott is part of the picture too, so maybe Jack and Diane have planned up a plot to deceive him too. Let's look at the clues and analyze Claire Newman's potential role in what's potentially happening. For starters, Claire continually offered to aid Jack, so there may be a role for her in all this deception. Jack made it apparent how devious Victor could be, so Claire may be helping him put one over on her grandfather. That takes us to some odd scenes in Y&R's October 17 episode. Claire brought Victoria Newman and Cole Howard's attention to the dispute between Jack and Diane at Crimson Lights, so what if they're getting fooled as well? It's not easy to deceive Victor, therefore it would certainly be preferable if Cole and Victoria believe what Jack, Diane and Claire are selling. We could also talk about that epic marriage blow-up between Jack and Diane that played out at the athletic club. It honestly seemed out of character for Jack to speak such nasty things to Diane right there in public for anybody to hear. Perhaps the true purpose was for Victor to watch Jack and Diane's false marriage dissolution together with Kyle, who seemed concerned about his parents for the first time in months. In other words, what if Claire is following through on her pledge to aid Jack by playing along with his Diane blow-up? Let's not forget that Claire came on the scene as someone kenning the Newman family, so she could easily pull this off. Diane and Jack may have opted to lean into Victor's impression of their disintegrating relationship with a false quarrel that's worthy of divorce. This could help Claire tug at Kyle's heartstrings and maybe lead to him realizing he's gone too far. There might be a scenario coming up where Jack apologizes profusely to Diane for uttering terrible things he didn't mean. Diane might admit that some of what Jack stated was genuine and appreciate that he had to strike low blows to dupe Victor and Kyle. Bottom line, what started off as genuine conflict between Jack and Diane might have turned into a deceptive game. Diane and Jack might be collaborating with Claire to dupe Victor and Kyle, so we'll bring you more predictions on how all the drama will play out. The Young and the Restless spoilers claim Jack and Diane's marriage may not be over after all, so check with us for updates on any scheming developments. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comment below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time.